Personal branding is something that people are talking about more and more. I think so many of the business owners that I'm coming across and working with these days are starting to really, truly listen to me when I say that their personal brand is just as important as their business brand. Caroline, she has this fantastic story of building a luxury brand, and I came across her for the first time when I was living over in the UK in London. No, it's not fake. The way that they are on social media is truly what they're like in real life as well. So they are truly authentic. As a power couple, their brand is actually a combination of luxury lifestyle and entrepreneurship. It's just this beautiful combination that brings them together. And the other thing that I truly love about Caroline and Sergio is welcome to The Disruptionists, where the status quo has no seat at the table. I'm Jess, and this is your invitation to join the movement of game-changing, boundary-pushing strategies that will take your marketing, branding, and customer journey to the next level. Let's get disruptive. Hi everyone. Today is a super exciting episode where I get to talk to you about this amazing couple that I had the chance and the privilege to meet a number of times now, Caroline Stanbury and Sergio, her husband. So you might be wondering, is that name familiar? Who is Caroline? Who is Sergio? Well, Caroline is basically someone who is renowned to be a luxury brand builder. She's also an influencer, a businesswoman, and right now she is also one of the key people in the Real Housewives of Dubai. And she's really great at creating powerful communities around herself based on lifestyle and business. And Caroline's husband, Sergio Carrello, he is the sweetest soul. He is incredible in terms of his own career. He was a former professional soccer player for Real Madrid. He probably would have, been the substitute for, I believe, Ronaldo. Everyone knows Ronaldo. But he has now transitioned into luxury brand partnerships and entrepreneurship. And is very much supporting Caroline's ventures and vice versa. So they are a beautiful representation of a modern power couple that blends personal branding, lifestyle, and business. And I'm really lucky to call them friends now as well. So Caroline, she has this fantastic story of, building a luxury brand. And I came across her for the first time when I was living over in the UK in London. Being the age that I was back then, they came out with a reality television show called Ladies of London, and she was one of the key characters. And the way that I got to know and like and respect Caroline was the fact that she was an entrepreneur with a luxury gifting business. I think it was called the Gift Library. What she was able to do was build an amazing community. So the thing that she sort of said was the key that was to her success in that business was building a brand that was centered on exclusivity and aspirational living, something that people associated with her lifestyle as well. So this particular brand that she had was focused on creating experiences that resonated with her audience and making them feel part of like an elite community. It is something that allowed her to have a lot of success with the Gift Library. And the takeaway that you can learn from this is that if you build a brand that connects really deeply with your audience's values, particularly in areas like niche markets like luxury, it's just one of those places that is undeniable for you, and it will really help you stamp your place within a market. The other thing that I truly love about Caroline and Sergio is just how much they blend personal and professional branding. Personal branding is something that people are talking about more and more. I think so many of the business owners that I'm coming across and working with these days are starting to really, truly listen to me when I say that their personal brand is just as important as their business brand. And Caroline and Sergio truly get this. As a power couple, their brand is actually a combination of luxury lifestyle and entrepreneurship. So they're appealing to quite a diverse range of audiences, but together they're able to amplify each other, the reach that they're able to have. So it's just this beautiful combination that brings them together, and for all the different things that make them special and unique. But because everything that they produce is based on their actual relationship as a couple, it's just helping them grow their reach out there. In terms of their lifestyle being a part of their branding, I think it's really lovely that they share so many personal moments and they they seamlessly blend it into some of the professional narratives that they have on social media. So what does this do? It kind of adds a true, authentic aspect to the public image. Some of you might be wondering, is it just put on? Is it just a part of their brand, the way that they act and the answer is no, it's not fake. The way that they are on social media is truly what they're like in real life as well. So they are truly authentic. They are funny. Yeah, what you see is what you get, both on social media and in real life. So as entrepreneurs, is there a lesson in this for you? 100%. What you can do is leverage the personal relationship or partnerships that you have when it comes to your personal brand and help it boost your own brand presence. And this synergy between your personal and professional brand, it can actually help increase the reach and impact that you have. And I guess what that means is, as a brand alone, you have a certain audience that you interact with, but as a person, there's other folks within your network, within your industry, that if you apply it and mix it in with your professional brand, could probably give you a wider audience than just your brand alone. Another thing, this is going to be a theme that will come up so many times whenever I talk about marketing and branding, and that's the impact of storytelling. So what is it that Caroline and Sergio are doing in regards to storytelling from a luxury brand perspective? Well, Caroline's brand is about more than just the product itself. It's actually about telling the story behind the lifestyle and behind the brand. So what she does is she engages her audience with personal stories and behind the scene moments. It's done authentically, which creates the loyal following that she has. So it's not just the fact that this hotel is a beautiful luxury hotel. It's the fun things she can do there, or the unexpected moments that she's able to share with you, which makes it resonate with the people that follow her, because they say, I want to have an experience just like Caroline, not that I want to stay in the hotel that Caroline is staying at. So what does this mean for you? It means that you could use storytelling to maybe humanize your own brand. Hi guys, I'm just jumping in quickly to stop you there. I just wanted to remind you, if you're a small business owner or you're an entrepreneur and you're looking to gain some clarity or strategies around your marketing, branding, the way in which you can work with customers, you can contact me by checking out the information below. I'm here to support you to start making some really positive disruptions to the industry that you work in and for you and your business. Right back to the episode. If you're authentically sharing your personal experiences, it's going to help create more of an emotional connection with your audience. So you might be wondering, we've spoken a lot about Caroline. Where does Sergio fit into all of this? Well, he is an absolute rock, and he is the support and strategic aspect of their partnership. When he had to transition from professional sports, he basically decided that he needed to start thinking about a career outside of sports, and digital marketing was what he decided to invest in. That has continued to help him grow his business now, and one of the big sort of roles that he plays is in the business strategy behind who they are as a brand and all of the entrepreneurial pursuits that they invest in together. He's also supporting Caroline's brand growth, and he does it in maybe a behind the scenes way as well. But there's so much that he's able to contribute to both his continued success and their success together. So if you think about it in other terms, it's basically the fact that his contribution is less about being the face of the brand and more about making the decisions that are more strategic and drive long-term success for both of them. So this is interesting because we're talking about, well, how does that apply to me? Even if you're not the face of a particular brand, and some of us, as I said, as business owners, don't feel so comfortable having a personal brand as much yet, but you still have important strategic input and support that you can provide, which will be vital in expanding the brand's influence that you're associated with. So it's very important stuff. It's not light. You're doing something that's super important. I think one of the things when we're talking about Sergio is you can't take away from the fact that he was rubbing shoulders with some of the absolute elite. I think when it came to Real Madrid, not only was it Ronaldo, but I think the likes of David Beckham were on that team. So there would have been some lessons that Sergio learned about influencing off the field as well. Although he was on the bench quite often in the team, he also witnessed firsthand how the likes of Ronaldo were able to build their personal brand far beyond soccer. So it was Ronaldo's discipline and influence, particularly off the field, that would have rubbed off on Sergio, helping him shape his understanding of how to leverage that public influence. Nothing that this man witnessed has gone unused or like he's just learnt everything to then foster it into his own personal brand and to what is now the success and the fuel behind their personal brands together. So if you take the lesson from this, it's the fact that like Sergio, you can learn that success goes beyond like a core skill. In this case, it was soccer, but like Ronaldo or other athletes out there, you can also become entrepreneurs that use your influence to expand into other areas. I'm thinking of someone in my network who is an amazing woman who is working in terms of advocacy for a particular industry. She's also now leveraging the sort of profile that she's created there to actually make a difference in an actual organization in the capacity of a CEO. So it's just using the power of brand and then applying it elsewhere in other endeavors. So it's a pretty interesting lesson and one that I might not have learned had I not met these guys. Finally, I want to talk to you a little bit more about Caroline and just how great she has been at having a community-centric approach when it comes to branding. So the insight that I've gotten from her is that building an exclusive community has been probably one of the cornerstones of the success of her brand. She continues to focus on engaging followers, and she does this through events, content, and a lot of direct interactions. There aren't many amazing people at her level that will go to the lengths of giving up her own personal time to interact with people like me and share what she has to share about her success, share experiences through her lens as well. So super lucky to find someone like her that is willing to share her experience. And it's her way of allowing us to feel part of this sort of aspirational lifestyle that her brand sort of stands for. And I guess it's been a huge part in me becoming quite loyal to her and constantly engaging with what they have to do as a couple. So if you were to take away from that, I would say that the importance in building your brand, especially if you're thinking about things like a luxury brand, is to be more than just selling what it is and to kind of curate a bit more of a loyal community so that they feel personally connected to your brand rather than just it being about your products. So to wrap things up, I have been extremely privileged to learn from Caroline and Sergio firsthand, and I'm hoping that this episode has actually given you some insights into what it takes to have a luxury brand yourself. So this is things like blending the personal and professional side of your brand and creating something that's super relatable but aspirational as well. It's leveraging any partnerships or relationships that you can think of that will help boost your brand presence and credibility. And more importantly, I want to leave you with the whole concept of community engagement being super crucial to anyone that's building a brand. How can you go out there and curate that loyal, high quality audience that feels 100% connected to your journey? If this has resonated with you and you've enjoyed this content, reach out to me and I'd love to share more insights. I'm hoping to catch up with Caroline and Sergio in the short-term future as well. So if there's any questions or any insights that you'd love from them, let me know and I'll be sure to share them with you in another episode. Thanks for joining me on The Disruptionists. If this episode sparked new ideas or challenged your thinking, I'd love your support with a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And don't forget to subscribe to your favorite platform to catch every disruptive insight. For more behind-the-scenes content and to connect with like-minded disruptors, follow me at It's Jess Singh across all social platforms. And remember, stay disruptive.